Then we have a couple of other dimming technologies. So there's technically 3 ways to do dimming. There are 3 types of dimming. So there's keen dimming that we call it. We have Ava dimming, and then you also have wall dimming that you can just put a dimmer on the wall. So Ava and Keen are both on the mirror. They're buttons that you push on the mirror to dim the mirror. And with Ava, we'll talk about in a second, actually you can change the Kelvin temperature. So Keen, I'll scroll down here so you can see actually how it works. So basically it's on and off. And then if you hold the button, you will go to what we call, it's on and off, and then there's a night glow, which gives you just a 10% of the light factor. And then you also have where you can go from 10% to 100%, and that's just by holding the button down. Keen and Ava both have a energy saving mode, so if you don't use the mirror within an hour, it'll dim down to 10% of its brightness, so it basically goes into that night glow mode. That's one thing to keep in mind when you're doing Keen or Ava in the showrooms, is when you show the mirror, you need to make sure that you raise the light temperature back up, because it will most likely have dimmed on its own. And if a client looks at it, they're going to be, man, that doesn't put out a whole lot of light. It's just because it's in the night glow mode. So just keep that in mind if you do put these in your showrooms, that you do have to kind of monitor when you're making a presentation about the mirror, that it will be a very dim light, and it's because it's in night mode. Excuse me. And then the Ava technology allows you to change the Kelvin temperature. So you have 2700, 4600, 6500. So depending on the lighting that you're going to be in as you go outside the home or inside the home, either one, and you want it to your makeup to look right in that light, then you would apply it based on those different settings. Again, it's going to have the 10% to 100%, the night glow mode, and then the 3 different Kelvin temperatures that you can adjust it to. So Ava is one of the most popular selling add-ons that we have right now, or technologies that we've added. It's very popular. It outsells the Keen now, and Ava's been out for about maybe 2 years. Then the new Savvy TV mirrors, these we're going to talk about a little bit more as well, but these are where you basically, you have a 21.5 or 22-inch display screen. So basically, if you're not familiar with this, it's like having an iPad built into your mirror, but it's 22 inches. So it can function as a TV, and it can function to operate any of the different apps that you would have. It is Android based, but most every app, not all apps, but most every app that's available on iOS is also available in Android or Google. There are a few exceptions to that, but your main ones that you would use, like your Ring doorbell, which is, I think, is probably one of the coolest ones. You can put your Ring doorbell up there. The Savvy has an ability to split the screen, so it can be in multitasking mode, so you can do 2 things at one time. So you could have the news on in one and have the Ring doorbell or a baby monitor or the weather on the other side of the screen. So it's a really cool feature. So you can see this is just some of the apps listed. That you go on the website or further into the catalog and you'll see more.